for 5313.
Resolution 5313 urges the mayor to address the conflict of interest in the office of the Corporation Counsel with the same attorney represents divergent interests of the executive and legislative branches. Urges the mayor to take appropriate steps to ensure that a deputy Corporation Counsel is assigned to represent the legislative branch and that this attorney will not be under the substantive supervision of the Corporation Counsel but rather independently accountable to the County Council. Reference Communication 119 introduced by Ms. Wille, negative GREDC 1 due to a vote of 2 ayes and 5 noes and 2 absent.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Ms. Wille, the motion, please.
Yes.
Move to approve.
Move to approve.
Okay. Seconded by Ms. Ford. Go ahead, Ms. Wille.
Okay. I'm going to withdraw this, but before I do, I would like to make a few comments. And first, just in response to a question that one of the public mentioned is sort of what, whereas we're all ultimately dedicated to the county, or in my mind, we're all dedicated to the public and serving our public, how can there be divergent views? I think our whole government is set up on the basis of separation of powers and a balance, and that push and pull is something that should be appreciated. It's that balance that creates sort of different pairs of eyes and different approaches. So I feel that we are somewhat underserved, not on a personal basis by Lincoln Ashida or Corporation Counsel, but just where you are serving two different masters or wear two different hats. There are times when they don't always coincide, and in my experience, the natural inclination would be for the county council to put his priority alliance to the mayor and as part of that political cabinet. So again, this wasn't meant as something personal. I see it as a structural deficiency, and yet I do appreciate all the comments that were made last time in terms of that we need to focus on working together, one, and two, that there are costs and that we as adults here address that and just be aware of these this situation. I also appreciated what Chair Jay Yoshimoto said, is that, well, perhaps we ought to look at that a position that we haven't filled in our county council. I think it was the legislative legal specialist, and that might be address some of my concerns where there's someone sort of nurturing just us foremost. And it doesn't mean that ultimately who's accountable to who in the chain of command, but I would appreciate that we as a council look at that and see if there is a way to fund that position or fill that position. So thank you, and I will be withdrawing this. If there are others who wanted to make comments beforehand, I'll wait to do so, and otherwise I'm going to withdraw it right now.
Okay. Any other comments before Ms. Wille withdraws? If not, you can just say I withdraw. Okay. So noted. Thank you. Mr. Clerk, next item on the agenda, Resolution 5413.